Sup, guys? These are my quick picks and predictions for Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy. This card's going to be a fucking banger. It's going to be at the Apex. I see a lot of fun fights on this card, and let's go over my quick picks and predictions for it. Okay, starting off the card is Luma Lookboonmee versus Estela Nunes. Estela Nunes is winless in the UFC. She is 6-5, and Luma Lookboonmee is 9-3. Luma Lookboonmee is 5'1", and Estela Nunes is 5'4", and like Estela Nunes has shown to be like really scrappy in her fights, but I don't believe she's UFC level. Where I think Luma Lookboonmee is definitely is, and like she has some like decent wins in the UFC. Her record's 6-2. She beat Bruna Brazil. That's very good, and like she's very fast. She is short, but she is very well rounded, I think, and I think she will get this one done either by decision or submission round two. Now, Vanessa Demopoulos versus Talita Alencar. I'm going to go with Vanessa Demopoulos in this one. I know Vanessa has a lot of wins in the UFC. They're kind of like controversial, like split decisions and whatnot. A lot of fights that people don't believe she won. And Talita Alencar is like super short, but so is Vanessa Demopoulos. Being 5'1", Talita Alencar, and 5'2", Vanessa Demopoulos. I don't think the height's gonna like really help. It's 1 inch, yes, but I think Vanessa Demopoulos is gonna do it. She's always doing something in the fight, and I think she will just be a bit more active in this one against Talita Alencar, where Talita's shown to gas like a little bit, but Vanessa like keeps going strong throughout the whole fight. I think we'll see Vanessa get this one done by decision, and like judges love her as well. Now, Victor Henry versus Pedro Falcoa. Falcoa is like a very grappling heavy fighter, taking on Victor Henry, which Victor Henry has like crazy volume, like 8 strikes landed per minute or something like that. And he's well rounded. I think this is gonna be a stand up mostly fight with Victor Henry snatching it by decision. I didn't like how Pedro looked against Victor Hugo, and Victor Hugo was not that good as well. Pedro is like much younger. He's 32, and Victor Henry's 37. I still will go with Victor Henry to get this one done. Now, Rice McKee versus Daniel Frunza. Daniel Frunza was coming off a win in the Contender Series by knockout. It was very good against Vadim Kutsi, and he was also a underdog in that fight, and he got it done in impressive fashion, taking on the very durable Rice McKee, who has not won at all in the UFC, but like to be fair, he has had some very difficult competition like Kamzat, Alex Moreno, and Angelusa and Chidi Njoku Kwani. This is his second stint, and like so far he's winless again. And Daniel Frunza, I think, is a good prospect, even though he's 30 years old. Good power, and I think he's gonna get it done by knockout. He's finally gonna put away Rice McKee, even though Rice McKee has been pretty durable. Go to a split with Chidi is pretty impressive, but yeah. Now, Dione Barboza versus Diana Belbita. It is a tricky one. Like I'm rooting for the Canadian fighter in Belbita. I like her style, but I think Dione is more hungry in the UFC. She is older, but she's newer in the UFC. Diana Belbita's been around for a while. She's 2-5 in the UFC. Diana Belbita wins over Hannah Goldie and Maria Oliveira, and everyone else she's lost to. I don't think those wins are too good. She's very feisty and like decent speed, whatnot. Not very dangerous. Where Dione Barbosa is like very dangerous, good like submissions. I think I'm gonna go with Dione Barbosa to get it done by submission, probably round two. Now, Davy Grant versus Daniel Santos. This fight, Davy Grant's going to be 39 years old, but he's super crafty. Got a lot of tools in his shed. He is very fast and like 5'8". Like he has a weird build. Daniel Santos is like a long layoff. I'm not sure why, but last time out he beat Johnny Munoz by decision, where Johnny Munoz was just like relying on his jiu-jitsu throughout his UFC career, and knocked out John Castaneda, which is really impressive. Um, But Davy Grant's been around the block. His fight against Ramon Tavares, I wasn't like too impressed. Like Ramon just seemed a little gun shy in that fight. He's just like searching for the knockout. But Davy Grant's like super durable. He's actually never been knocked out, only submitted like in his MMA career. Um, I'm gonna be going with Davy Grant to get this one done by decision. Now, Louis Garuli versus Ode Osborne. I actually changed my opinion on this fight. I was actually originally going to go with Ode Osborne, but I realized after Ronaldo Rodriguez sucks. Like I knew he sucked before. I thought he would win his fight against Kevin Borjas, Ronaldo Rodriguez. Ode Osborne did look good against Ronaldo Rodriguez, but that guy fucking sucks. Ode is he is very dangerous, but like he gets finished a lot. Where Louis Garuli, he he trains with a lot of good guys, and he does have good like knockout power. I think I could even see Louis Garuli finding a knockout round one or two. But like I'm kind of rooting for Ode Osborne, but I'll go with Louis Garuli in this fight. Now, Torres Finney versus Robert Valentine. Look, I've watched every single one of Torres Finney's fights in the Contender Series, and it's kind of funny. He's been on the Contender Series three times, one knockout, one decision, and one submission. And now he's fighting Robert Valentine, which I thought Robert Valentine was going to be a lot better than he showed in his UFC debut because he looked like pretty good on the Ultimate Fighter. He got finished by Ryan Loder, and he couldn't do a damn thing to him. And he's fighting Torres Finney, who's 6'2" versus a 5'8", 5'8" being Torres Finney. I gotta roll with Torres Finney in this fight. I know this is the year of the undefeated fighters, but I don't think Robert Valentine's gonna have anything on Torres Finney. Yeah, I think Torres Finney's probably gonna get it done by knockout round one or two. Now, Gerald Mearshart versus Brad Tavares. In this fight, Brad Tavares is now like becoming a lot less durable than he used to be, but he's never been submitted. But Gerald Mearshart has like insane like submission ability. I can see this fight going one to two ways. I can see GM3's not like getting dropped and like landing a submission because Brad Tavares does not like hit that hard. And usually what happens is GM3 gets hit super hard, goes to the ground and locks up like some sort of submission, arm triangle, rear naked chokes, whatnot. Yeah. And Brad Tavares could just win this one straight up by decision by outboxing GM3, but I think I'm still going to go with GM3 somehow to find the submission in this fight. Yeah. Now, Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Martin Buday. I think Kennedy's move up to heavyweight was a great decision, and like he's going to win by knockout over Martin Buday, which Martin Buday has not looked great. It was actually, I think, a bit of a robbery against Lucas Bursky and beat Jake Collier. Like they went to war. Finished Josh Parisian. That's okay, I guess, just to show that he can finish. And Shamil Gaziev knocked him out in round two, got absolutely lit up in that fight, and went to war with Andrei Arlovsky, which this fight was, I was there live and I was not impressed at all. I think Kennedy Nzechukwu is going to get this one done by knockout, and yeah, he still shows that speed at heavyweight that he had at light heavyweight, and still going to be the lighter man. And yeah. Now, Cortavius Romeus versus Cheng Ho Lee. I had to watch like the tape on Cheng Ho Lee again because like his fight was at like fucking 5 a.m. or something last time out. Oh, what the fuck am I talking about? Okay, Cheng Ho Lee versus Cortavius Romulus. Cheng Ho Lee looked like pretty good, even though it was a split decision against a Long Xiao. He's taking on Cortavius Romulus, who is like extremely well rounded. It's just like his fight against what's his name, Gaston Bolanos. He was just a little bit too slow for him, like it seemed in that fight. But he can wrestle, grapple, good striking. Chang Ho Lee is also like well-rounded as well. I'm gonna like just very slightly lean Chang Ho Lee, but like I wouldn't bet on this fight. Now, Joe Anderson Brito versus Pat Sabatini. This fight is look, I think Joe Anderson Brito is gonna find the chin of Pat Sabatini. I know I feel like he got a little bit robbed against William Gomez. Pat Sabatini, good submissions, good jiu-jitsu. He's gonna have to find that. Like maybe there's a prop to be played with Pat Sabatini by submission in this fight, but I think like Anderson Brito's like too scrappy and like on the feet, like it's not even close. I think Anderson Brito's gonna find the chin of Pat Sabatini and put him away probably round one. Yeah. Now for the main event, Josh Emmett versus Lerone Murphy. I've gone back and forth on this one. Lerone Murphy is 15-0, and I definitely would have picked Josh Emmett if I hadn't seen how his fight against Dan Ige and Edson Barboza. Lerone Murphy is improving at a rapid rate, I find, because Josh Culibao and Gabriel Santos, I don't think he looked that great. He does not look like an undefeated fighter at that point, but how he looked against Edson Barboza, I was super impressed. And Danny Gay, it was a bit of a tricky fight, but Danny Gay is a tricky fight for a lot of people. Josh Emmett is coming off a win over Bryce Mitchell over a year ago. He knocked out fucking Bryce Mitchell spectacularly, and he went the distance with Ilia Topuria, but that fight probably could have been stopped because he was getting absolutely lit the fuck up. He got submitted by Yair Rodriguez. Doesn't look that good. The Calvin Kattar win was a little bit dicey. That was that okay. And if we go back to that fight night, Calvin Kattar versus Josh Emmett, that card was like fucking goated. It was such a good card. But anyway, so that's his last two wins were Calvin Kattar and Bryce Mitchell. Bryce Mitchell was like careless on the feet and got fucking sniped, knocked the fuck out, started seizing up and shit. Great fight while it lasted. I think Lerone Murphy is not going to put away Josh Emmett. I think he's going to win by decision, and I think there's going to be some moments Emmett's going to have. Like, this could be like a 48-47 type of thing. I think Josh Emmett's going to land some clean shots on the Lerone Murphy, and it's going to hurt Lerone Murphy a couple times, but Lerone Murphy is going to like put everything together and win this one by decision. Yeah, unanimous